Hello students, I am Mangesh Dinanath Godbole, Head of the Department Pharmaceutics, Kamla Nehru College of Pharmacy, Buttiburi. We all know that development of new drug molecule is a very painstaking process. After development of new molecule, the role of formulation developer starts. We need to incorporate the new moiety in dosage form which will deliver the drug at the specific site so that it will be able to give pharmacological action for which it is meant for. In this presentation, we will discuss aerosol for pulmonary drug delivery system. The contents of the presentation are introduction, principle, advantages, disadvantages, pathophysiology of respiratory tract, types of aerosol spray, components of aerosol package. Aerosol is pressurized dosage form in which therapeutically active drug is dissolved, dispersed or suspended in propellant to expel the content from the container in the form of spray. Aerosols are used for topical, oral or nasal drug delivery in the form of fine particles or mist or fog. In mid-1950, the pharmaceutical aerosol introduced in market. In addition to asthma and COPD treatment, aerosols are used as disinfectant, inhalers, anesthetic preparations, etc. In household preparation, it is used as air fresheners, cleansing agent, car paints, etc. And equilibrium is maintained between liquefied and vaporized form of the propellant. The vapor phase exerts pressure in all directions against the wall of the container, the wall assembly and the surface of the liquid phase. Upon actuation, due to pressure, the aerosol valve forces the liquid phase up through deep tube and comes out through the orifice of the valve into the atmosphere. Propellant comes in contact with air and immediately evaporates due to drop in pressure, leaving the product concentrate as airborne liquid droplets or dry particles depending upon the formulation. As the liquid phase is removed from the container, equilibrium gets re-established between the liquefied and vapor form of the propellants. Thus, even during expulsion of product from the aerosol package, the pressure within the container remains virtually constant and the product may be continuously released at an even rate and with the same proportion. However, when the liquid reservoir is depleted, the pressure may not be maintained and the gas may be expelled from the container with diminishing pressure until it is exhausted. Now we will discuss about the advantages of aerosol dosage form. It produces rapid action. There is removal of dose without contamination, direct delivery to the affected area in desired form, suitable for drug which degrade in GI tract, prevents oxidation of drugs, avoid hepatic metabolism of drug. It produces local and systemic effect, no manual contact with patient, convenient and easy to use. Some disadvantages: limited safety hazards. It is a costly preparation, chances of continuous deposition of particle in upper respiratory tract. It is difficult in formulation and disposal, cannot be subjected to heat. The propellant may cause chillness to the skin. The respiratory tract is divided into the two parts, upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract consists of nose, throat, pharynx, larynx, and lower respiratory tract consists of trachea, bronchi, bronchus and alveoli. The main function of respiratory tract is to transfer the oxygen from inspired air to the blood and removal of the carbon dioxide from the blood. In this figure, we can see the deposition of drug depending upon its particle size. The particle size with size more than 100 micron in diameter may be deposited in orophageal cavity. Particles with between 10 to 60, they get deposited into the epithelium of the bronchial tracts, and the particles with the size less than 2 micron reach to the alveoli where their action is required or it get absorbed. Aerosol spray are divided into the three types: space spray, surface coating spray and foam spray. Space spray delivers product as a fine mist. It contains 85% of propellant, and the example is the room spray. Surface spray aerosol intended for carrying active ingredients to the surface and are termed as surface sprays or surface coating spray. The examples are topical aerosols. Foam spray delivers the containers contained in a form of foam and usually operate between 35 to 55 Pc at 21 degrees Celsius, and it contains very less amount of propellant, that is 10%. Example is the shaving. Aerosol package consists of product concentrate, propellant, container, wall and actuator. When we talk about the product concentrate, it includes API, that is our active drug, and additives like suspending agent, emulsifying agent, antioxidant, aqueous and non-aqueous solvent, co-solvents, etc. Propellant, the main role of propellant is it pushes the product out of the container. They vaporize after leaving the container, producing a spray or foam. In most cases, they also act as solvent for the product. It is responsible for developing the vapor pressure within the container and also expel the product when the valve is open, causing the atomization or foam production of the product. They are classified as liquid gas system. It contains chlorofluorocarbons, hydrocarbons, compressed gas system and hydrofluoroalkanes. Liquid gas system components are propellant are gases at room temperature and atmospheric pressure. However, they can be liquefied easily by lowering the temperature. They generally have boiling point below 70 degrees Fahrenheit and vapor pressure between 14 to 85 psi at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. When it is placed into sealed container, it immediately separates into liquid and a vapor phase. Some of the propellants molecule which leave from the liquid state to the vapor state, the pressure at this point is called vapor pressure. Hydrofluorocarbon have advantage like low inhalation toxicity, high chemical stability, high purity. Also have some disadvantages like destructive to atmospheric ozone, contribute to greenhouse effect and high cost. However, these propellants are being phased out and prohibited as they reduce the amount of ozone from the atmosphere and other adverse environmental effect. Also provides the other adverse environmental protection. The examples are trichloromonofluoromethane, and it have the numerical designation of 11. Then dichloromonofluoromethane with numerical designation of 12. Likewise dichloro tetrafluoromethane and so on. In the category of hydrocarbons, the examples are butane, isobutane and propane. It is mostly used for the preparation of tropical preparations. Chemical, their advantages are chemically stable, no hydrolysis, and have some disadvantages also, that is the inflammable, have low toxicity, they are lighter than the water. Compressed gas system have the advantages low inhalation toxicity, high chemical stability, high purity, inexpensive, no environmental problem. These advantages are required use of non-volatile co-solvent, produce coarse droplet space, pressure falls during use. Examples are CO2 and NO2. Hydrofluoroalkanes advantages are low inhalation toxicity, high chemical stability, high purity, not ozone depleting. Some disadvantages are poor solvents, minor greenhouse effect and high cost. Aerosol containers, when we talk about the aerosol container, it must withstand a pressure as high as 140 to 180 psi at 130 degree Fahrenheit. Aerosol containers are composed of metals and glasses. In metal, there are three types: tin plated steel metal, aluminum and stainless steel. In glass, uncoated glass and plastic coated glass are two types. Tin plate containers consist of sheet of steel plate that has been electroplated on both sides with tin. Aluminum containers provides greater resistance to the corrosion. They are light in weight, not fragile, and good for light sensitive drug. Stainless steel containers, limited for smaller size, extremely strong and resistance to most containers, are available with plastic or without plastic coating, compatible with many additives, no corrosion problem, can have various shape because of molding. The disadvantages are they are fragile and not for light sensitive drug. Various components of containers are actuator, stem, gasket, spring, ferrule or mount cap, hosing or valve body, and dip tube. Actuator helps in easy opening and closing of the valve and deliver the product in the desired form. Stem supports the actuator and delivers the formulation in the proper form to the chamber of the actuator. Gasket prevents leakage of the formulation when the valve is in closed portion. Spring retracts actuator when pressure is released, thereby returning the valve to the closed position. Mounting cap holds the valve in place. Dip tube brings the formulation from the container to the valve, and hosing acts as a link between the dip tube and the stem and actuator. Types of actuator. Actuators are specially designed buttons placed on the valve system which helps in easy opening and closing of the valve. It helps to deliver the product in the desired form. The different types of actuators are spray actuator, foam actuator, solid stem actuator, special actuators. Spray actuator delivers the stream of the product, concentrate and propellant in the form of small particles through the orifice 0.016 to 0.04 inch. Large orifices are also used when high pressure propellants are used. Foam actuator contains large orifice diameter. Semi-solid stream actuator used for dispensing semi-solid dosage form. Some special actuators are also there. They are designed to deliver the medicament on the specific site like nose and throat. Valves regulate the flow of product and discharge the content. Valve is associated with the actuator or to emit the product as wet or spray. The various types of valves are continuous spray valve and metering valve. Continuous spray valve, its self name indicates, it delivers the medicament continuously until the pressure is applied. We are pressing that actuator and continuously there is spray of the medicaments. In metered valve, fixed quantity of medicament comes out after each actuation. Ferrule or mounting cap attached to the valve in proper position into the container. It is coated with epoxy resin. Valve body or hosing is made of nylon or Derlin, contains opening point of the dip tube located directly below the mounting cap, serves as the link between the dip tube and the stem of the actuator. Stem is made up of nylon, Derlin, stainless steel. It contains one or more orifices. Gasket made up of bunion or neoprene rubber. Spring made of stainless steel. Dip tube made up of polypropylene, polyethylene material. With this, we conclude with the formulation parts. Thank you.